Hi there, I'm Mike Schlitt with Precision Planning. I'm part of the strategic marketing team, and I'm actually very excited here to be able to talk to you about the DuraWear Depth Handle. This is new of our DuraWear product line. So as we look at DuraWear, that's been our wear item product line that we've been utilizing out there. And so what we're trying to look at here is we typically see row-to-row depth variation. Now, as a grower, you've probably heard of the block test. Maybe you've done it, maybe you haven't. But if you do a block test, it's where we're checking the depth on every row. As we all know, the gauge wheels, based off of where this T-handle setting is setting the depth of how deep those disc openers go. And so if I don't have every row set and dialed in, one row may be at 2 inches, one row may be at 1.75 inches. And so that variability in depth can highly impact our emergence. So our focus there is to, number one, calibrate, and then actually make it simple from the back of the planner to be able to notice that, hey, I've dialed that in, I've calibrated it, and everything's the same row to row. Because that's really what we want, is similarities row to row and performance row to row. And so what we do there is, after you do that block test and you check, well, we can come in here, instead of changing what notch the actual DuraWear depth handle is in, we're going to actually dial that in with these adjustment notches, where I can loosen this nut on top and micro adjust row to row, whatever that row to row variability is on row 1 or row 2 or row 3. Meanwhile, I'm still able to keep this in the same notch on the actual depth adjustment section, row to row. So in other words, typically what I would see is, if you've done that depth adjustment calibration, you would have your T-handle at a different setting from row 1 to 2. You might forget where it is. And so we're able to dial that in and keep that the same row to row while still managing the depth variability, so that when you set it at 2 inches, it actually is at 2 inches. With that said, if you'd like more information, I would love to direct you to our website at precisionplanning.com. Thank you very much.